Hi, my name is Felipe Xavier, and welcome to the Medium Writers Heard podcast, a podcast to voice the words of hundreds of amazing writers around the world. I've been away for a while due to the lack of time and focus on this particular project, but I'm back. On this episode, I'm gonna be reading a piece written by Lee. Yes, that's her Medium name. If you wanna check her Medium page, it's lilieslifestyle.medium.com. This piece is a letter she wrote as a mind travel to when she was younger. Sit back, relax, get a cup of coffee, tea, beer, wine, whatever makes you comfortable. Close your eyes and listen. A letter to my younger self, written by Lee. An honest note of advice. Conversation with my 13-year-old self. There's a song by Pink called Conversations with My 13-Year-Old Self. It's on her second album and it's one of my favorite album tracks. I mean, in reality, I don't think there's one Pink song that I don't like, but there are some that speak to me a lot more than others. This song is so interesting to me. It brings up so many important questions and makes me think of all the things that I worried about when I was younger. I listened to it the other day and it got me thinking. What would I say if I could, now as an adult, talk to my 13-year-old self? Back then, when I was 13, I was being badly bullied. Not just by other kids that didn't like me, but people that were supposed to be my friends. Now, don't get me wrong, I did have some good friends. But what I'm trying to say is that some of the people who I had always believed to be on my side turned out not to be. It's okay, I dealt with that a long time ago. The thing is, the younger me was so upset and wound up and hurt at the time. It made me wonder what words of comfort I might have given her if I could have spoken to her knowing what I know now. Not only was I being bullied at school, but during that time, we had some nightmare neighbors, to say it kindly. They threatened me multiple times and swore at me. They called me things that I'm not going to type on here. A hurting, mixed up kid. Basically, I was an incredibly hurting, depressed, scared, mixed up kid who was lost in her own pain. At the time, I didn't see it like that, but being able to look back now, I can see it clearly for what it was. So, what would I tell that younger me? What advice would I give her? Number 1. Tell someone what's going on. The threats are just that, threats. These people are cowards when it comes down to it, and there are other people out there who are ready to help you if only you let them and give them a chance. Number 2. Just keep writing. Don't stop journaling or writing. Keep putting down every thought and emotion onto paper. You'll have a use for it someday. Remember, this is what you love. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Number 3. You are much stronger than you think. You have already survived so much, and although things may get harder, please know that you are enough. You are strong and you are worthwhile. Number 4. Trust yourself. When people tell you what you think it's wrong, don't listen. Trust your gut. Trust that feeling deep down inside you that tells you that you're right. Number 5. Be you. Be that quirky, goofy, floopy person that you're meant to be. Don't let anyone dull your light. You shine as brightly as you can. Find your own unique style and roll with it. Number 6. You are not alone. Even if it might feel like it at the time, you are not alone, nor have you ever been. Number 7. Don't stop believing in magic. Ever. There are so many things in this world that can make us jaded, but the magic will always outweigh the darkness if you only seek to find it. Number 8. Don't worry so much. You spend so much time worrying about other people, studies, your weight. In the end, the only thing that matters is happiness. Just seek that out and you'll be doing okay. Promise. 9. You can learn art. Ignore that teacher that told you that you'd never be any good. She didn't know what she was talking about. Keep drawing, keep doodling. Number 10. Don't give up. Don't ever let all the bad things that happen and that go around in your head overwhelm you. You are strong, you are loved. You can do this. It's weird how cathartic it can be to actually sit and think about the things you would say to your younger self. Looking back, you can see all the things that seem to matter so much that were all important then, but that now don't matter at all. Have you ever tried this? Give it a go. You might be surprised. This text was written by Lee and self-published on her Medium page, lilislifestyle.medium.com on June 8, 2021. The link to the text is in the description of this podcast and so as Liz's link on Medium. If this is your first time on the podcast, my idea is to reach people that love podcasts but don't read much. If you have a good text, you can reach me at mediumwritersheard@gmail.com and share your story. I'll be glad to read it. Thanks for listening and thank you, Lee, for giving me permission to read your piece. See you next time.